Welcome to Seeing Green Solutions for Our Daily Lives, the podcast where we spotlight the brands, ideas, and people making it easier to live sustainably every day. Today's episode is part of our Spotlight series, a deep dive into one of our Seeing Green Solutionists of the day. And now, today's solution.
Welcome back to the deep dive. Today we're doing something a bit special, what we're calling the Seeing Green Deep Dive.
Yeah, it's where we look closely at a solutionist of the day.
Exactly. Someone who's bringing real answers to help us all live, healthier and greener lives. And for you, our listener, this isn't just about hearing what's new. It's about really understanding the how and the why.
Getting into the nuts and bolts of innovation.
Precisely. So today, we're diving into the world of sustainable beauty, which, let's be honest, can feel pretty complex, maybe even a bit overwhelming sometimes.
Oh, absolutely. The cosmetics industry has this glamorous image, but behind it, there are some really significant environmental challenges.
Right. And navigating all the claims, the greenwashing, it can feel like you're just lost in a fog. It's an industry built on consumption, fundamentally.
And the big question becomes, what's the cost of that consumption to our planet?
So let's break that down a bit. What are the main pressure points?
Well, it's systemic, really. It touches every single stage. First, you've got the ingredients. What actually goes into the products?
Okay.
Many conventional products use petrochemicals, synthetic stuff, microplastics, things that end up going down the drain and, well, into our ecosystems.
Not good.
Not good at all. And sourcing these things often involves long supply chains, big carbon footprints, maybe questionable ethics. It gets complicated fast.
And that's just the ingredients. What about actually making the stuff?
Right, the manufacturing. Think energy use, factories running on fossil fuels, huge amounts of water needed for certain processes.
So a heavy footprint even before it gets into a bottle.
Exactly. And then there's the packaging.
Ah, yes, the elephant in the room.
Definitely. The sheer volume of single-use plastic is just mind-boggling, and it's often complex packaging, mixed materials, pumps, lids, that makes proper recycling, almost impossible.
Designed for looks, not for the end of life.
Precisely, which leads directly to the waste problem. Billions, literally billions of beauty packages ending up in landfills or oceans every year.
It feels, overwhelming. Can you actually have luxury and self-care without adding to that pile?
That is the core challenge. But it's also where innovation comes in. And that brings us to today's solutionist.
Okay, let's hear it. Who are we focusing on?
We're looking at a brand called Bouche Rouge.
Bouche Rouge.
Yeah.
French, obviously. Red lips.
Right. But it also suggests having a voice, which feels very fitting for them.
Interesting. Okay, tell us about them.
So they're a Paris-based luxury beauty brand founded back in 2017 by Nicolas Guerlier. And their mission was pretty bold from the start.
Which was?
To fuse traditional French craftsmanship and really high-performance makeup with genuine environmental responsibility. Not just a little bit greener, but fundamentally different.
Oh, so?
They actually started with 100% plastic-free lipsticks. That was their launch point. And they've built out from there, always focusing on clean formulas, natural ingredients, and truly sustainable design.
Okay, 100% plastic-free. That sounds ambitious. Let's unpack how they actually pull that off.
It is ambitious, and what's key is that it's not just one aspect. Their commitment is zero plastic, period.
Period. So everywhere.
Everywhere. In the formulas themselves, no microplastics. In the packaging, obviously. But also, crucially, no plastic used in their production processes either.
Wow. Okay, that's a massive constraint to design around.
It forces innovation, doesn't it? It's a totally different starting point compared to brands where plastic is just, the default.
Absolutely. So let's start with the ingredients then. How do they tackle that no nasties promise without compromising the product? Because hidden plastics and chemicals are everywhere in traditional cosmetics.
Great question. They essentially build their formulas from scratch without microplastics, petrochemical derivatives, or harmful preservatives.
So it's not just taking things out, it's choosing differently from the beginning.
Exactly. They focus on traceable, natural ingredients. They try to source locally as much as possible to cut down on transport emissions. And they're really rigorous about ethical sourcing, too.
Okay, that makes sense for basics. But what about something complex, like, say, fragrance? That often involves a lot of synthetics.
This is where their ingenuity really shines. For their fragrances, they use natural ingredients, of course, but also get this upcycled ingredients.
Upcycled. How does that work for perfume?
Well, imagine getting cedarwood essence. Instead of using virgin wood, they derive it from sawdust. literally the waste from local timber processing.
Turning sawdust into luxury perfume.
Sort of, yeah. Or they collect flowers used in religious ceremonies or festivals after the event, flowers that would otherwise just be discarded, and they extract scents from those.
That's incredibly resourceful. Waste becomes a raw material.
Exactly. Their perfumes often have over 90% natural ingredients, and around 30% of those are actually upcycled materials. It's a whole new way of thinking about sourcing.
And this ties into their Blue Beauty pledge too, right? Protecting the oceans.
Yes, precisely. That means guaranteeing no microplastics or silicones in any formula, because those tiny particles are a major source of ocean pollution.
It's a really holistic view of clean. Okay, so the ingredients are clean, traceable, even upcycled. What about the manufacturing process itself? That can still be a huge energy and water sink.
Right, and they've addressed that head on. Their lab and production site, which is near Orléans in France, is housed in a building that uses geothermal heating and is powered by solar energy.
So significantly lower reliance on fossil fuels from the get-go.
Absolutely. And they're very conscious of water use, avoiding production methods that are notoriously water-intensive. It's about minimizing that operational footprint.
And then they emphasize the handcrafted aspect too.
Yes, made in France, designed for longevity. They talk about beauty for life, which really contrasts with the disposable nature of so much in the industry.
Okay, now for the big one, I think for many people, packaging. You mentioned zero plastic there too. This is where so many brands stumble, isn't it? That mountain of single-use containers.
It really is the Achilles heel for a lot of sustainable efforts. But this is where Bouche Rouge arguably makes its most visible statement. Their entire system is built around circularity.
Meaning?
Meaning everything is 100% rechargeable, designed to last a long time, and fully recyclable at the very end of that long life.
Okay, give us an example. Their lipsticks are famous, right?
Yes, they're iconic lipstick cases. They're not plastic, obviously. They're crafted from recycled metal, but also, and this is brilliant, from upcycled leather.
Upcycled leather. Where does that come from?
It's surplus material from high-end French tanneries that supply luxury fashion houses. Scraps and offcuts that would normally be waste are transformed into these beautiful, durable lipstick cases.
Wow. So taking waste from one luxury industry and making it a core part of another?
Exactly. It's a tangible example of circular economy principles in action.
And it's not just a gimmick. It's meant to be kept.
Absolutely. It's designed as an object you cherish, you keep, you refill. It fundamentally changes the relationship from disposable to like an investment piece.
That's a powerful shift. Does this refill concept apply across the board?
Pretty much. They're compacts for powders, bronzers, highlighters. Those are refillable. They're perfume bottles, too. The fragrance refills themselves are quite clever.
How so?
They come in these sleek aluminum containers. Aluminum is single material, highly recyclable, and these specific ones are made from 100% upcycled aluminum. It's neat, clean, and totally plastic-free.
So as a customer, the experience is different from the start. For lipsticks, say.
Right. You choose your lipstick shade, the clean formula refill, and then you choose your case. Maybe the metal one, maybe one of the leather ones. You can even get it personalized with initials.
Making it truly yours. Something to keep forever, ideally.
That's the idea. It encourages that sense of ownership and care, moving away from throwaway culture. The compacts work similarly, a beautiful case, often with a leather sleeve, designed for countless refills. It's about building your beauty toolkit, not a trash pile.
Okay, so they've clearly put immense thought into the ingredients, the making, the packaging. But the crucial question for many listeners will be, do the products actually work? Does all this focus on sustainability mean you compromise on performance?
That's the million-dollar question, isn't it? And Bouche Rouge seems determined to prove that, no, you don't have to compromise. Their range shows that sustainable luxury can deliver high performance.
So what do they offer beyond lipsticks?
Well, for lips, yes, lipsticks, but also balms, lip pencils, all clean, natural, but also highly pigmented and long-wearing. For eyes, they have mascaras, eyeliners, eyeshadows, brow products, all clean, often vegan, and designed even for sensitive eyes.
Okay.
Then for the face, you've got your highlighters, blushes, bronzers, again, focusing on natural ingredients for that healthy glow. And their perfume line is extensive, too.
Different scent concentrations?
Yes, extrait de parfum, eau de parfum discovery sets, a whole range of scents, like the floral rouge or the powdery nude, all sticking to those strict, clean, plastic-free, silicone-free standards. They're really showing it's possible across a full makeup and fragrance portfolio.
It really sounds like they've thought through the entire life cycle, From sourcing ingredients responsibly, manufacturing cleanly, all the way to the user experience and the end of life of the packaging. It's comprehensive.
It really is. It feels like a fundamental reimagining, not just tweaking around the edges. They're setting a new kind of benchmark for what clean, sustainable luxury beauty can actually mean.
Proving that ethics and high performance can absolutely go hand in hand.
Exactly. They show it's possible, even if challenging, to break away from those damaging industry norms and create something genuinely better. It's not just about being less bad. It feels like they're actively trying to build a more positive model.
Truly inspiring stuff. So if you, our listener, want to learn more about Bouche Rouge and what they're doing, where should you go?
Their website is the best place. www.laboucherougeparis.com.
Okay, that's LABOUCHERUGEPARIS.com. We'll make sure that's easy to find. And stepping back a bit, if you're interested in discovering more brands and innovators like this, folks who are really pushing for a greener, more sustainable world across different areas,
Where can people find those?
you should definitely visit the Seeing Green website. It features loads more trailblazers who are making real strides in eco-friendly living through innovative products, solutions, and practices. That's online at www.seeinggreen.eco.
seeinggreen.eco. Got it.
Simple as that. SEEINGGREN.eco.
You know, thinking about a brand like La Bouche Rouge leaves you with a pretty interesting thought to chew on.
Oh, yeah. What's that?
Well, it really makes you consider the power of our own choices, doesn't it? Even in something as personal as buying makeup or perfume, how much influence do those daily decisions actually have in nudging entire industries toward a more sustainable future?
It's not just about the product, but the signal you send with your purchase.
Yeah. Exactly. What future are you voting for with your wallet? Something to think about.